What is going on, everybody? Sorry, my Windows was up. I don't know if you can see that or not. But what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gator as always, and we are picking up right where we left off with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It is another episode of Flights with Gator. We are in progress on a flight right now, so if you haven't seen, if you want to know how we got there, you can go. The link will be in the description to part 1. For now, we are, if you already watched part 1 or you just don't really care, you just want to see the landing, we are steadily cruising at 5,000 feet right now, going about 111 knots right now. We are doing pretty good. I'm actually gonna put the throttles, make the mixture a bit more rich than it is, and get us down to a respectable number, because it's just such a small strip. I would totally lean the mixture more, but it's such a small grass strip, I want to come in low and slow. That actually rhymes, low and slow. But yeah, I'm gonna put this to the descent and I can get this out of here. We don't need you anymore, and I can actually get it. Now I'm gonna keep ATC on. I'm gonna increase the range on this. Doesn't actually look like there's any airports around. Surprising. There's usually a whole bunch of grass strips. But so there's nothing really to see. But besides just terrain. But anyway, but yeah, we're doing good. Here's our beautiful airplane. I'll actually go get the thumbnail really quick for this video. There it is. And we'll go with that. You can enjoy the views of the airplane. Yeah, there are your views of the airplane for this video. See the Golf Yankee Tango 68. That stands for Gator Gamer YouTube 68, which is my Xbox username. Also, if you realize I've named this Griffin Air because and this is flight number 2. The other days, the part 1 and part 2 of episode 8 were flight number 1. Griffin is my favorite mythological animal, so I just decided to call this Griffin Air. Actually, I'm gonna lean the mixture a bit more because 102 knots is just a bit ridiculous. That seems good. But 250, 60, 25, 60 RPM. That's pretty good. So you just get up to like 108, I'll be happy. Whoa! Oh, I thought that said 10 minutes for a second. I was really confused. But once we get, how many nautical miles are we out? 27. When we get to 10 nautical miles out from, is that going down or going up? So that says X13, yeah, it's going down. So I think that's the distance to our airport. So when that gets to 15 miles, we'll start our descent. And for now, that's probably going to be the end of the episode. Not the end of the episode, we just started. But for now, that's probably going to be the end of this little segment of part 2. Are they talking to us? Nope. No, they're talking to the Spirit Wings guy over there. It's so... actually, I'm going to move this over here. That's what I'm going to do. Now I can see, because over there, the default location, my clock for recording blocks it. So, blocks half of it. So, I'm going to keep that over there from now on, and the checklist can go here from now on. That seems good. So now, that'll come up over there. Yay? Correct. And now this can get out of here. And so... that'll be the end of the segment for this video, the end of this first segment of the video, and I'll probably see you again when we start our descent, so see you then. Okay, we are 15 miles out, so I'm going to take this altitude down to 1,900 feet, and we're going to say flight and level change mode on. I'm going to say 115 knots is good for descent speed, and I'm going to throttle back. Now I'm going to put the mixture to full rich. And I don't really care what, and I'm going to, I would listen to them, but they don't have you descend until a ridiculous time. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel the IFR. Okay. Nearest airport list. Airport's further from you. Alpha. We don't want Alpha International. Airport's closer to you. Cattle Creek Ranch, 50 Foxtrot Delta. That's where we're going. And we're going to select the runway for landing. Runway 6. And we're going to announce a full stop landing. And we're going to announce position. Delta traffic Griffin 002, told about 3,700 feet to land, runway 6. Because see, what happens is, they don't make you stop, they don't make you descend until you're like 7 miles out. And if you're going on this grass strip like this, that's 2,000 feet, like then you overshoot it by about 10 miles, even on a concrete strip or an asphalt strip. Like, you overshoot the runway by a considerable amount, and we need to come in low and fast. I mean, low and slow. It's not low and fast when we're trying to land this piece. I'm actually going to throttle back. So you can get down faster. So, because there's our, that's the Gator flying area. I mean, no, that's not it. That's for a different one. That's for, that's where our VOR starts to turn, correct? Yeah, that's our VOR right there, and then we're going to turn out that way. So we need to come in low and slow. I know I've said that 50,000 times, but we need to come in low and slow. Right now we're at 1,700 feet, so we're good. Oh, I mean 2,700 feet, we're good. We're going to go to 1,900 feet. And then the altitude hold should come on. And then when we have sight of the runway, when the little marker comes up for it. That's so hard to see these grass strips in this game. Like, it's just so hard. Because in FSX, you can clearly see the strip because it was a big cutout area of land. And this is just looks like a field. Like, there's nothing you can do, so you have to have the markers up. That's it. It helps me a considerable amount. And I can't really see good. I can't really see very well over this thing. So, that's why, okay, we should be leveling out now. Very good. Very good, you're very good indeed. When we make our final turn, once we cross this, we'll throw in our flaps. Okay. We're about to be at 1,900 feet, and I'm going to turn off our navs and turn on our landing lights. There we go. Caution over the Sheep's Head Farm right there. There it is. There is the runway right there, and there's another runway. Or who knows what. Doesn't tell us. But there's my custom marker. Yeah, there it is. Or is that the runway? That might be the runway there. No, I think that's just the field. I think, no, that's definitely the runway right there. You see here we are flying to this. Oh, you know what? I think we were 15 miles away from this when I started descending. Oh well, who cares? Well, that sucks. Okay, we've leveled out. We're at, I'm gonna increase the throttles. I'm gonna increase the throttles a bit. Get up to about 100 knots. Now we'll throw it full throttle. Get up to about, since the mixture's full, we should get out to around 110. No, I'm gonna put it back. It's better to be slower when you're landing on a grass strip, as long as you don't stall. Stalling is very bad, kids. Stalling is very bad. It's bad news bears. So that means what stalling is, for those of you who might not know what you're doing, and in airplane if you're new flight simulator, when you stall, that means your airplane is going so slow it quits flying. So your airplane's just falling out of the ground. It's still moving forward a bit, but it's just falling down. So that's what happens when you stall. Actually, so that's very bad. Because that means if you quit flying, you're heading towards the ground. And I read a quote sometimes that many pilots have waged war with the ground, and there are many pilots in their airplanes have waged war against the ground, and there are so far no accounts of the ground ever losing. So you're not going to win that battle if you try and if your airplane tries to battle the ground. You're going to lose that war. So you want to make sure. I think stall speed on this with full flaps is 40 knots. We're going to try and land at 55, so we should be pretty in the clear. Now we've got 8 nautical miles until we reach our destination. So we're turning toward our nav right now. Very good. Very good. Very good. Everything's looking good. Nav mode is doing its job. Altitude is doing its job. I'm going to lower the throttles just a bit so we can get under 110 knots, because that's what the speed we need. That's the speed we need. 110 knots is to throw our first set of flaps down. So now when we make this final turn to get back on actually there it is right there. I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's 50 Foxtrot Delta. So I'm going to throw my first set of flaps down. Gonna throw flaps down. See, there are flaps right there. And that's gonna slow us down significantly. Now I'm gonna go. I think 20% is 20 degrees is 100 knots, and 30 degrees is what is it, 85? Yeah, 85 knots. And I'm going to throttle back. There it is, Cattle Creek Ranch right in front of us. So we're going to announce our position again. Southwest inbound to land. Okay. We are looking good. 90 knots, we need to throttle back more. We're gonna get to the 85 knot mark. Okay, 83 knots, we are looking good. You can see our airport right there. 3 miles away, so we're going to go full down on our flaps. This should get us to landing velocity, and I'm going to throw altitude hold mode off. So we have now manual control of the airplane. I'm just going to disengage autopilot, because we need to get down. There's our runway right there. I see it. Okay, I'm gonna get ATC out of here. Okay, I'm gonna throttle back more so you can safely decelerate. Okay. Okay, use a bit of left rudder and right rudder there. When I did the right turn, I used a bit of right rudder, and when I did the left turn there, I used a bit of left rudder, now we're going to use a bit more right rudder. Turn us this way so we can get in line with the runway. Use a bit of left rudder now. Throttle back some more so we can get into a bit more of a dive. You can see the runway right there. Nice glide slope we're on here. Might be a bit coming in a bit too high. Okay. Five hundred feet. Gonna get down a bit more. Okay. Yeah, I need to get down more. We need to bleed off some speed. Okay, we're gonna get down more. Okay, we're gonna flare. Very nice landing. That is what I call a landing, ladies and gentlemen. That was even nicer than our DA-62 landing. Okay, we're gonna brake. We're gonna throw it into idle. That's a standing ovation landing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. I am happy with that landing. Oh my, that was a heck of a landing. Okay, we're just gonna taxi and park over here. Okay, first off, taxi and nav lights coming on. That's one that I am proud of. That's what I'll share with, I'm already sharing it with everyone because it's going on YouTube. That is when I will proudly that is when I will walk away from my computer smiling about. We're just gonna move it up, maneuver over here and park it right here. Right there, that's pretty good. Okay, now we'll pull back. I didn't even remember to pull up my checklist. We didn't even need it. Parking. Okay, parking brake is getting set. Okay, avionics, bus 1, bus 2 off. Engine idle. Mixture. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Mixture. Cutting it off. Oh! Well, I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay. So, that was a 33-minute flight, and we got a logbook now. In the G1000, departure, I don't think that's accurate. Arrival 10:43. I guess that's UTC. That might be UTC. Yeah, I think that's UTC. And total flight time 33 minutes. Takeoffs 1, landings 1. And that was good, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go back to the main. Actually, no, we're gonna continue. And the dang. And then mixture idle cutoff, securing, ignition off, all the lights coming off, high taut heat off, and then all the standby battery switch off, fuel selector, it doesn't matter. And now we'll just turn off our batteries. So battery 1 off, alternator off, master battery off. And ladies and gentlemen, oh crap, I need to put my batteries back on just a second, just so I can put those flaps up. Okay, that was nice. I'm so happy about that landing, ladies and gentlemen. That is one good land. Are we moving? No, I think it's just the grass moving. This gives the impression that we're moving, doesn't it? But with that, that's going to be it. So I'm going to go back to the main menu, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Flights with Gator Gamer. Bye-bye.